Most entrepreneurs over 40 are taught to just push through the pressure. But what if that very mindset is what's keeping you stuck and stealing your peace? If your days feel chaotic, like you're reacting more than responding, this video will show you one powerful shift to help you stay grounded even when life gets loud. Hey, I'm Dr. Sean with Reduce Stress and Thrive. I coach business owners and entrepreneurs over 40 who feel overwhelmed and burned out, just like I did. So the first big idea is awareness is your anchor. The chaos around you isn't the real issue. It's the way we respond to that chaos. So here's the shift. Before reacting, pause and ask yourself two grounding questions. What is true and what is real? These are powerful questions because they help you step back and take a look at what is really happening right now. What is true about what you're feeling and about what you're thinking? And the thing is, take a look at what you're thinking and feeling without judgment, just being mindful of it and having a sense of what that really is, and not get down on yourself about feeling anxious or feeling stressed. The second question is, what is real? This is a powerful question because we can compare what is actually happening right now in the moment versus what we're afraid of is going to happen or what our perceived reality is based on other experiences. It helps us put the fear and anxiety aside and allow it to be what it is and not treat it as something that's bad, but maybe it's quite normal to feel that way given your circumstances and life experiences. But what's really important right now is to hone in and be present to what is really true and what is really real. This simple practice moves you from stress reactivity to thoughtful clarity. It gets you out of survival mode and back into a place of centered presence. So as you move from, say, the stress response, feeling stressful, overwhelmed, or even having some anxiety about what needs to be done and how you're going to get it all done, and focusing on the next right thing. I like doing kind of a brain dump when I got a lot going on in my mind, especially about things that need to be done, and I write it out for the day on a daily note. And I find that using this daily note very powerful. And then if I find a lot of things that need to get done, can't get done today, and need to be done on other days, I shift or cut and paste those notes onto a weekly note. So I'm not overwhelmed in my daily note by everything that needs to be done. And I'm only focusing on the very few things that I know I can do today realistically. So as I look at that daily note and I'm looking at what needs to be done next, I can begin to time block that as a way or technique to allocate my time. And then I could just breathe and then breathe out the stress and then just focus on what's at hand. Just focus on that next right thing that's going to give me the best results and make this day a good day. The second big idea is stop borrowing tomorrow's trouble. Stress often shows up as worry about the future. But most of the time, we're just rehearsing fear stories in our minds. I found that worry is actually spelled control. It's really control. It's where our minds are constantly trying to resolve what feels troublesome, what feels problematic. And so we're playing out versions in our mind, trying to resolve what actually we might not have any control of. And the truth is we don't, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I heard someone say, it's an online business coach, his name is Graham Cochran, and I heard him say that the only thing that we have control of is how we start our day. It's the first few minutes of our day is the only thing that we have control of. And really, the rest of the day happens the way it happens, and we don't have control of that because we can't write that script. As you look at your day, as the day ends, how could you ever write the script that took place on that day? So many times in our worries, we're worried about things that actually almost never happen in the way that we're worried about. I would say 95-97% of the time, what we're playing out in our mind doesn't really happen that way. And then we're playing out versions of how we need to respond or how we need to resolve that issue. But that's just future tripping. It's actually trying to resolve something that's going to take place in the future versus being present in the moment. And you're actually robbing yourself of the peace you can have right now. So here's the mindset reset. Don't try to solve everything at once. Just take the next good step. So you can use that daily note as a guide as a way to get back to things that are important for today. But then let that note be your assistant, like be your guide, so you can focus right now in a state of peace and just do that next good step, doing the next right thing, and then be fully present to that. I think it's really important to let tomorrow worry for itself. I think it's really important to stop borrowing tomorrow's trouble and worrying about things literally we don't have control of. It's really important to stop rehearsing fear stories and fear-based narratives that we play in our mind over and over again. So as you take that next good step, that might be small, but its real action beats imagined anxiety every time. The third big idea is that grounding is a leadership skill. As a business owner, staying grounded isn't optional. It's leadership. The more grounded you are, the more clearly you can lead, decide, and serve. And we need to be good leaders in our own lives. We need to lead ourselves well. So here's a mindset practice coupled with a spiritual practice, and it only takes about 3 minutes. What you want to do is pause and then begin to breathe. Breathe in the peace of God, and then just breathe out stress, anxiety, the things you're worried about. Then begin to name 3 things that you're grateful for right now. And then focus on that next right action or thing you can do. You just built a pocket of margin, and that habit repeated changes so many things for you. I think what determines how well we live is how well we focus, and allowing ourselves to refocus when we're stressed and anxious or we're worried, and to refocus on the present moment, to refocus on what is true, what is real, and what we can do right now. Let me know in the comments, which of these grounding practices do you want to start using today? And if you're still struggling to stay grounded when life or business throws chaos your way, check out the next video right here, and I'll walk you through another mindset shift that helps my clients break the cycle of stress and find peace, even on the hardest days. I encourage you, make it a great day.